Hey guys, in today's video I have some pretty exciting news, especially for fans of the Titanfall franchise. So, 3 weeks ago I came across an article about a fan-made Titanfall series called New Frontiers. At first I thought this was just another clickbait, much like 100% of the YouTube videos regarding Titanfall 3, however I was very pleasantly surprised to learn this was not the case at all, but in fact a legit fan project that's been in development since 2022 by a crew of 50 people, give or take. Now, from what I've gathered so far, which was a combination of Q&A on the creator's YouTube channel and the Titanfall subreddit, the series will contain 6 episodes, with each chapter being roughly 25 to 30 minutes long. There's also gonna be behind the scenes bonus content between 5 and 6, which I think will be pretty cool, like for instance having a look at what went down during the creation of New Frontiers, get to see the crew, the mocap and voice actors doing their craft, maybe even catch a showcase of cool designs that didn't make it in the final cut. With that said, I think it's very important to reiterate the fact that this is not an official multi-million-dollar EA production, but a passion project, and as such it shouldn't be held to the standards of a Netflix or an Amazon TV series. The guy running the New Frontiers YouTube channel, which I believe is also the producer and maybe the director of the series, said that their budget was literally $0 and everyone was working on it for free in their spare time. So yeah, don't expect a masterfully polished production like Arcane or the Final Fantasy VII movie from 2005 for example. According to his words, there will be some jank, but to be fair, that's the least of my concerns given the circumstances. What I'm really hoping to see though is them managing to capture the atmosphere of the Titanfall universe and showing all the hotspot locations in the game. Well, maybe not all, but a healthy amount of familiar places would be very welcome. And to be fair, after watching the trailer, there isn't much to complain about regarding the visuals and the animation. In fact, the only thing I'm concerned about as of now, which frankly is a pretty significant part of movies and TV series, is the plot. And storytelling is essential when it comes to that type of entertainment, because in movies, if the story sucks, it literally ruins the whole thing and there is no game mechanics to save it. But bear with me for a second, let me explain why I'm cautiously optimistic about the narrative. Even though the trailer revealed next to nothing about the storyline, it appeared that one of the main characters might be a kid, which I think wouldn't work at all in a warfare setting. Maybe if they use her as a follower character for like 10 minutes, yeah, but honestly if I have to watch a child being dragged around trying to catch their breath, or her dangling from the side of following pilots for 6 episodes straight, that will ruin the whole experience for me. So if they've decided to go that route, I'm hoping for a time skip where the kid becomes a fully fledged soldier. I don't want to see grown-ass military men standing around a preteen teaching her how to pull the trigger and saying, "You can do it, I believe in you" type of slop. I watched too many movies, even animes doing this, and it's so annoying. It's literally a trope that's been overused for decades. That doesn't mean I'm not open to new stuff like unknown planets and characters that aren't canon to the story of the games, but please don't make the series about a child that shouldn't even be there in the first place. What I really wanna see is some badass characters, foul language, tension between men sitting around a table with guns by their side, and there was nothing like that in the showcase of New Frontiers, which is a bit worrying. We didn't get to see a single apex predator either, just to tease us a little with the possibility of a truly villainous, messed up in the head mercenary appearing at some point during the show. Maybe they left out the best parts for when the episodes are released? Who knows, we can only hope. Another thing that the creator of Titanfall New Frontiers mentioned, and I'm kind of curious to see how it will pan out, is that apparently there won't be such a thing as a good guy bad guy type of narrative. Both the MC and the militia are portrayed as people fighting for their factions and the well-being of their families, and there's basically no bad blood between them. It's just business. And to be fair, if approached correctly, this grey area morality trope can indeed work, but considering all the losses both sides suffered throughout the series, it's pretty hard to imagine that Team Orange doesn't hate Team Blue and the vice versa. And I don't want to come across as hating before even watching the series, but man, what I wouldn't give for a full-on badassery that will make current Respawn or EA wish that they came up with it themselves. With that out of the way, I like the action sequences in the trailer. Hand-to-hand combat is looking rad, and the beautiful sunset sceneries courtesy of Unreal 5 remind me of maps like Cold Eye and Exoplanet, or maybe even a half-dead Scorch lumbering towards me desperately trying to melt my face off. And before I end the video, first episode drops on March 11th, you can watch it on Pilot Coalition. I'll give it a go myself, and at some point during the show or after the series is over, I'll review it and give you my honest thoughts about it. And yeah, stay awesome and we'll see each other in the next one. I'm out.